Welcome to Starwatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Have you ever seen someone defy the limits of precision, to the point where a fraction of a second could separate glory from defeat? At the Shanghai 8-hour endurance race, Wang Yibo, the multi-talented actor, singer, and now professional racer, did exactly that. Japan's greatest Formula One driver, Takuma Sato, was watching closely. And when the pink and purple number 85 Pink Panther Audi R8 screamed across the finish line, Sato said something that stunned everyone. That was perfection, control within half a degree. Today, we uncover what really happened behind that astonishing 0.068-second improvement, and why it made the racing world look at Wang Yibo with newfound respect. The air at the Shanghai International Circuit was charged with the kind of tension only racing can create, that fragile silence before the roar of engines turns into symphony. On October 7th, under a sky brushed with early autumn haze, Wang Yibo sat inside his Audi R8, car number 85, its body glimmering in pink and purple hues. Around him, the grandstands hummed with restrained excitement. The track stretched ahead for 5.451 kilometers, its 16 turns waiting like riddles only precision could solve. Each lap here is a conversation between human instinct and machine logic, and Yibo was about to speak that language fluently. In the morning practice session, he had already rewritten his personal best, completing a lap in 2 minutes and 4.394 seconds. It was an impressive benchmark, yet for him, enough was never enough. Hours later, as the afternoon qualifying began, the heat rose from the tarmac and shimmered like a mirage. The atmosphere in the pit was thick with focus. Engineers staring at monitors, helmets resting beside tools, and the scent of fuel and adrenaline blending into one. When Yibo's car took off again, the track seemed to tighten around him. Every turn became a test of nerve, every straight line a question of faith. Then it happened. His second flying lap. Faster, cleaner, sharper. The moment his car crossed the finish line, the digital board flashed. 2 minutes and 4.326 seconds. He had cut 0.068 seconds off his own record. A blink, a heartbeat, but in racing, such a margin is an eternity. Takuma Sato, observing from the sidelines, later remarked that achieving such precision meant controlling the steering wheel within half a degree while cornering, the width of a whisper between triumph and disaster. In the pit, silence gave way to disbelief, then thunderous applause. Teammates clapped. Technicians exchanged glances that needed no words. It wasn't just about speed. It was about discipline, rhythm, and mastery honed through thousands of unseen hours. At that instant, Yibo wasn't merely a celebrity learning to race. He was a racer mastering the art of control. The Pink Panther livery gleamed beneath the setting sun, a reflection of his persistence. On that track, 0.068 seconds wasn't just an improvement. It was a statement that perfection lives in the smallest details, and courage often wears the quiet face of focus. Beneath the helmet and the layers of flame-resistant fabric, Wang Yibo is not a celebrity seeking attention, but a man chasing something invisible. The perfect alignment between instinct and motion. To most spectators, he is a global star who happens to race. To those who have watched him up close, he is a craftsman obsessed with precision. Every millisecond on the clock, every shift in the engine's vibration, every degree of steering angle becomes a language he studies with almost monastic devotion. His pursuit is not driven by fame, but by the quiet hunger to master a discipline that allows no shortcuts, no illusions, no applause loud enough to disguise a single mistake. In the world of entertainment, applause comes easy. In racing, it must be earned through pain, repetition, and absolute honesty with oneself. The transition between these worlds is what makes Yibo's journey extraordinary. His teammates speak of him as someone who listens more than he talks, who spends hours examining telemetry data long after the track has gone dark. When others pack up, he stays, tracing invisible lines through the air with his hands, replaying corners in his mind until every movement feels inevitable. It is in these quiet moments that the performer becomes a racer, the artist becomes an engineer of his own will. Those who watched him step out of the car that afternoon saw exhaustion mixed with satisfaction. His eyes carried the kind of calm that comes from surviving chaos, the serenity of someone who knows how easily control can vanish. Under the harsh lights of the pit, sweat ran down his face, glinting like the reflection of effort itself. He did not wave to the crowd or play to the cameras. He simply exhaled, as though releasing the weight of hundreds of decisions made in fractions of seconds. That still image, a man standing alone beside his machine, became more powerful than any victory celebration. It revealed that racing, for him, is not about trophies or headlines, but about discovering where his limits end and courage begins. Beneath the helmet, Wang Yibo is not defined by fame but by focus, by the relentless pursuit of excellence that demands silence, discipline, and an unshakable belief that mastery is built one heartbeat at a time. Takuma Sato has seen everything there is to see in the world of speed, the triumphs that bring a driver to tears, the heartbreaks that crush years of preparation in an instant, and the silent discipline that separates the great from the merely good. So when he spoke about Wang Yibo's performance at the Shanghai 8-hour endurance race, his words carried a weight no headline could capture. Sato, Japan's most successful Formula One driver and a two-time Indianapolis 500 champion, is not easily impressed. Yet he described Yibo's drive as something measured in both precision and poise, a phrase that hinted at respect between two men who understood what it means to live on the edge of control. From his vantage point, Sato saw beyond the stopwatch. He noticed the rhythm, how Yibo adjusted his breathing through the turns, how he corrected a slide at the first corner without panic, and how he carried the car's momentum as if guiding a brush across a canvas. It was art disguised as engineering. That half-degree of control, Sato said, takes years of discipline. It isn't luck. It's repetition until instinct replaces thought. He recognized in Yibo the rare combination of athletic calculation and artistic restraint, the same duality that defines every great driver. Sato's admiration did not come without honesty. He spoke about the fleeting lapse in the final laps when the rear of the number 85 car loosened, the kind of moment that could end in disaster. But what struck him most was Yibo's recovery. Instantaneous, instinctive, graceful. That correction, Sato explained, wasn't just about skill. It was about trust in the car, in the team, in yourself. For a veteran who has survived both victory and wreckage, seeing that trust in a younger driver was like witnessing a reflection of his own past. In Yibo's precision, Sato saw echoes of his own philosophy, that speed alone is meaningless without self-control, and that the truest competitor is not the one who wins easily, but the one who wrestles with fear and still chooses to go faster. His closing remark was quiet but unforgettable. He's not racing against others anymore. He's racing against the limits of what he believes he can do. Coming from a legend whose life has been defined by courage, those words were not praise. They were a passing of the torch. Every racer knows the thin line between control and chaos. When you're driving at 174 miles per hour, your pulse becomes part of the car. Every movement, every flick of the steering wheel, is a dialogue between fear and courage. Sato later said, "Even professionals crumble under such pressure." But Yibo didn't. He adjusted, and that's rare. Yet behind the precision lies exhaustion. Countless laps, endless nights of tuning, analyzing, and replaying mistakes frame by frame. That's what fans rarely see. The stillness before the storm, the preparation behind the perfection. Yibo's studio had asked fans to watch purely, not passionately. And they did. The grandstands roared not for celebrity, but for skill. The 0.068-second miracle became more than a number. It became a statement. That dedication transcends identity. That improvement, however small, is worth celebrating. Takuma Sato concluded his interview with one sentence that captured the essence of it all. A true warrior braves both blood and defeat. In racing, as in life, it's not about never falling. It's about how you rise after you do. This is why millions worldwide connected to this story. Because everyone, at some point, chases their own 0.068 seconds. A promotion, a dream, a change they think is too small to matter. But it matters. It's the space between who you were and who you could become. Wang Yibo's race is a mirror reflecting not just motorsport, but humanity itself. The determination in his eyes, the precision in his movements, the composure under pressure, these are universal languages. They remind us that greatness is not a gift. It's a choice repeated every single day. And so, as the engines quiet down and the pit lane empties, one truth remains. Wang Yibo didn't just break records. He redefined perseverance for a generation. If you've ever chased perfection, or fought to improve even by a fraction of a second, you already share something with him. Speech Balloon, tell us in the comments. What's your own 0.068-second moment? The tiny victory that changed everything for you. Hit like and turn on notifications because every week, we bring you stories that celebrate human resilience, courage, and art in motion. Thank you for watching, and remember, perfection is never luck. It's precision, passion, and persistence.